That makes it a 17-10 score. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Trubisky. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. 45. 45.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Crash. Check. Right there. Inside. Watch the twist.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he completes it to Cohen. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Slam. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Flag. Keep it up. Shift. Watch the safety creep. Alert, flag. White left.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Jam. Mike. Kill. Right.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Turn it up. Back to normal. Kill, turn it up. Save. He's coming. Double up. Hey, check 26.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
25. Check. Fresno. We are going. Check. Switch.
Here's Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Jones has it. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Trubisky now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Trubisky to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Trubisky to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Illegal touching.
Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. You got 4.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for the Packers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for